road. Well, they call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. Ain't got me nobody, I ain't carrying me no load.
Well, they also call him Tim James. Tim James kicking off our show today as we lead up to a big holiday weekend here in Portland. Waterfront Blues Festival coming back to town for the 4th of July, gang.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
And Tim James is one of the fantastic artists that will be on
I have
stage.
hair envy.
Yeah.
You got some good hair.
We'll catch up with those folks in just a few minutes. We have a veterinarian from Dove Lewis here, Ellie the therapy dog, because when we think 4th of July, we also think about this sound. Oh, those sounds, we love them. The kids celebrate, but to animals, they can be downright terrifying. Dr. Laden Mohammadzadeh is here from Dove Lewis, along with Ellie, the therapy dog, as we take up this very important subject, doctor, of how to get your pet prepared. Is there any way to prepare them from the onslaught of what they'll hear on 4th of July?
Yeah, well, you know, it is something that we worry about because dogs and cats can injure themselves when they hear these loud, scary noises when they're trying to, you know, escape
Is it
from the
scary,
house.
excuse me, as being on television for Ellie?
Please, hold my paw. Hold my paw.
Look how beautiful
I think she's doing quite well, actually.
Yes, no, she's fantastic.
You know, the things that we recommend people to do would be to, you know, maybe even first just gauge how your pet is going to react. I mean, you may already know from previous experience whether they're going to be, you know, trying to run around the house or trying to bust out of the fence.
Excuse me, do you do a test run, like maybe purchase some at a fireworks stand and set them off and see the reaction?
I certainly wouldn't do that, but you can do certain things like loud clapping noises, slamming the door shut very loudly.
I wait for the fireworks.
Now, what if you're going to board your dog? So we're going away for the 4th of July. What can you do when you leave your dog somewhere? Because I know they're going to be with other dogs hearing sounds and hearing fireworks.
Please don't say cross your fingers.
Right.
Should you leave any notes with their caregivers?
You know, as far as if they're at like your house, if they're in your own home and you have a pet sitter coming to your house, I would always recommend that the dog or cat stay indoors. You can certainly have a TV on or a fan on to create some white noise that will help decrease their sensitivity to the fireworks around them. If they're going to be at a kennel facility, like a boarding facility, then it may be a good idea to kind of get a sense of where fireworks might be happening around that building, like where they physically are located in town, and talk to the kennel owner about what sort of reassurances they can give you about how soundproof the walls are and things like that, and making sure that there's no playtime during the times that fireworks might be happening, because of course kennels do certainly have outdoor times for dogs as well.
This is also a good time to remind people about the importance of microchipping their pet, and so it's never too late, I would assume, to have your pet microchip.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's something that can be done, you know, very, very quickly. You know, probably within a few days of making an appointment.
Whatever makes her comfortable.
Here
you go, Ellie. Okay, right around here. The thing that I try to emphasize with people is to make sure that that information is up to date, because working as a veterinarian in an emergency setting, it is very common for us to get stray pets that are found that have a microchip, but the microchip's information is outdated. It leads to a former owner or an old address, and there's no way necessarily to track down the owner. So getting that information updated, and on our website, dovelewis.org, we do have instructions on how to make sure that your microchip is up to date in the information.
Do I dare ask, doctor, is there ever a time where you might sedate the dog or give them something to calm them prior to
That's
the
a really
noise?
good question. You know, I think some people have mixed feelings on this. There are certainly actual medications, pharmaceutical drugs, that will act as sedatives for dogs and cats, and then there are more homeopathic type remedies as well that you might be able to give to your pet. My advice is always to talk to your veterinarian. Hopefully your dog or cat has a relationship with a primary care veterinarian, and ask them what their advice is on the best option. And yes, sometimes medical intervention might be helpful for very specific pets in certain circumstances.
I like the sound of the homeopathic. For example, what would be something that would calm a dog naturally?
You know, potentially melatonin. You know, that's something that people take at nighttime as a natural remedy to help them fall asleep. and there certainly are doses that you can use in dogs. But
Kind of mix that with food or with peanut butter or something?
Well, I would certainly talk to your veterinarian
Okay.
because they can come in different formulations, whether it's a capsule or a powder or a liquid that's already made up to be given. But you know, again, I emphasize to talk to your veterinarian prior to administering any medications that you've never given to your
How
pet
does Ellie
before.
do here with fireworks?
I think she's doing great.
Yeah?
I think she's doing great. She's very calm. I think a lot of dogs in this situation would be kind of jumping up and down off of the couch.
Yeah, she likes blues.
They might be barking and
they don't make earplugs for dogs, huh?
not really. Sometimes we'll put cotton in their ears, but that's really
It's hard
not
to
a
get it to stay.
replacement. Yeah.
In the future, we do prefer our guests sit on the couch and not stand.
I know,
I don't mean
I know,
to be picky
right?
here. No, she's fantastic.
that collar.
Respectful because she's probably trained not to go on the couch, and so she.
Yeah, I think this is unusual.
I don't
This
mean
is
to stand on your
unusual for
couch.
her. Exactly.
Well, I did notice her patriotic dog collar
Yes,
there, the red,
yes.
white, and blue. She's
It's
all
very
set for the
nice,
holiday.
yep.
Very nice transition piece there, Kathy. Because
I'm
we are
trying.
talking we are talking red, white, and blue as I make my way through the Portland Today studio.